The first section of the IEP shows the students' evaluation results. These are the different results in evaluations that include both the written formal standardized assessments and the student observations. The scores that they use here are used to calculate the rest of the IEP. The students also have their current levels of academic performance. Usually they look at the mathematics, reading, and writing scores. And they also look at students' strengths, weaknesses, and their interests in certain schoolwork. Next, we have the social development of the student and the physical development. These often are normal in the students, so they do not always need to be addressed. Next, we have the management needs of the students. Things that can be modified in the environment, such as alternative seating or having a prompting from their teacher. In addition, we also have their special faculties students may have. If the students need a positive behavior intervention, that will be checked off here and further expanded upon in the IEP. In addition, also the student may need ESL, that will also be checked off here. And they also have a section for students who are blind or visually impaired as well. In addition, some students may need assistive technology devices if they're nonverbal. That section is also addressed right here.
The measurable post-secondary goals section gets put into place once a student is about 15 years old, and this section is for goals related to the student's life after high school. These goals can include goals for working, goals for education, and goals for living and possible living placements if the student needs one. The measurable annual goals section are more specific goals and short-term goals for the student's education. These goals might be related to the student's specific disability and specific educational needs, as well as goals for their inclusion in the general education curriculum, and short-term goals to help them meet and progress towards their post-secondary goals, their goals for after high school. The reporting progress to the parents section is a section where we will outline how frequently the progress towards the student's goals are being reported to the parents. In this case, we are doing goals 4 times the school year, so once a quarter the parents will be notified of the student's progress.
This section of the IEP is the recommended special education programs and services. As you can see, there's a detailed list on the side for all the programs and services that they are eligible for, the service delivery recommendations, the frequency of how often they're provided for the student, the duration of the sessions, the location, and the beginning date of the services. The next section of the IEP is the 12-month service program that some students are eligible enrolling. This is for the students that are eligible for the life skills program. Underneath that, we have testing accommodations. Those are for our students that have accommodations such as time and a half, or test read, or taking tests in a separate location. Following that, we have the section that's coordinated set of transition activities. This is for the students that are 15 years and older, and they may be transitioning into adulthood, which is employment and daily living skills. Underneath that, we have the participation in state and district-wide assessments. The box will be checked off, either yes or no, that they will be participating in state assessments, or they will not be participating in state assessments. Finally, we have special transportation. Some students will be taking special transportation to or from school or to and from their provided services to them. And we lastly leave off with our IEP with the placement recommendation, whether the students will be placed in their home district or if they'll be in an alternative setting.